Some stories are better left unheard. These stories are told at 2 a.m. Tonight's episode is about unexplained phone calls. Calls from unknown numbers, voices on the other end, and messages you don't seem to make any sense. Most phone calls have a simple explanation, but some people can still explain. My name's Emily on Stories at 2 a.m. Turn off the lights, get comfortable, and let's begin. What are unexplained phone calls? Almost everyone has received a strange phone call at some point. Maybe it was a number you didn't recognize. Maybe nobody answered. Or maybe the caller hung up immediately. Most mystery phone calls have a normal explanation, but some stories leave people wondering what really happened. Tonight, we're going to hear a few of them. Story 1, the missed call. A girl woke up one morning and checked her phone. She had one missed call. The strange thing, the call had come at exactly 2:17 a.m. The caller ID simply said unknown. She ignored it. The next night, at exactly 17 a.m., her phone rang again. Same time, same caller, she answered. Nobody spoke. For several seconds, there was only silence. Then the call ended. She never received another phone call from that number again. That is, for it to go on and on the same exact time at 2:17 a.m. is honestly scary because think about it, you're asleep and you just get a phone call and then for it to happen 2 nights in a row at the same exact time is not a coincidence. That's what I think. Okay, story number 2, the whisper. A boy was home alone when his phone began ringing. He didn't recognize the number. Curious, he answered. At first, there was nothing. Then he heard a whisper. Very faint, very quiet. He couldn't understand what it was saying. He asked who was calling. The whisper stopped. A second later, the call disconnected. When he tried calling back, the number didn't exist. Yeah, okay, that is really scary and crazy, but also, oh my gosh, I wish we would have known what the whisper was saying. Was it saying a name? Was it saying help or something? I have no clue. Story 3, the voicemail. A woman woke up to find a voicemail from an unknown number. She didn't remember receiving a call. She pressed play. First, there was only static. Then she heard footsteps. Slow, steady, getting closer. The message ended abruptly. She listened again. The footsteps were still there, but nothing else. No voice, no explanation, just footsteps. Well, I don't know what to say to that. That's scary. I don't know what to say to that, though. No, story 4, the wrong number. A teenager answered a call late one evening. The caller immediately asked, "Are you still there?" Confused, the teenager explained that the caller had the wrong number. There was a long silence. The caller simply explained, "That's not what you said yesterday." Hold up. I'm so sorry, y'all. "That's not what you said yesterday." The line went dead. The teenager had never spoken to that number before. Was that a ghost? That's what I wonder. Is this an actual person just trolling you? Or is it a ghost? Or just someone just genuinely confused? I don't know. Story number 5. The final call. A man received a phone call while driving home. The caller ID was blank. No number, no name. Just an empty screen. I just turned my phone off. He answered. A voice quietly said, "Don't stop." Confused, he looked ahead. A few seconds later, he noticed debris blocking parts of the road. He slowed down to safely avoid it. When he checked his phone afterward, there was no record of the call. None at all. I wonder, did it mean like don't stop when the debris came? Because he stopped. He slowed down and avoided it. But like, they said don't stop. Well, we made it through all 5 stories. Unknown numbers, strange voices, calls that seem impossible to explain. And most of these stories probably have answers. But sometimes the mystery is what makes them so unsettling. And tonight, if your phone rings in the middle of the night, you may want to think twice before answering. This has been Stories at 2 a.m. And remember, some things are better left unheard.